Hello friends, welcome to e-learning platform of Dr. Papaji Sarangi Institute of Engineering and Technology's Mechanical Engineering Department. In this session, we will be starting with our new topic, that is unit number 5, design of springs. Teaching hours required for this unit are 8 hours and total weightage for this unit is of 10 marks. So first we will see about what is spring. So spring is defined as the elastic member which deflects under the action of load and regains its original shape when the load is removed. So here you can see in this figure, this is our spring. So when the spring is under the action of some external force, so here the force is applied, then it will get compressed. Okay, so some type of energy is stored in the member, and when the force is removed, that is in this figure, when the force is removed, it is again comes to its original state. Okay, so this is the condition of compression and this is the condition of tension. So thus springs are mechanical elements which undergo temporary considerable deformation and store the energy which can be released by unloading. So in this figure you can see the different springs which we are used in the mechanical engineering. Functions and applications of spring. Springs are used to absorb shocks and vibrations as in automobile springs, railway buffer springs, aircraft loading gears and shock absorbers. It is also used to store the energy as in clocks, toys, circuit breakers and starters, etc. It is also used to measure the forces as in spring balances and engine indicators. It is also used to apply the forces as in case of brakes, clutches and spring loaded valves, and it is used to control the motion by maintaining the contact between the two elements as in cam and follower. Types of springs. So these are some few types of springs. In that, first is helical compression spring, second is helical tension spring, third is torsion spring. Torsion springs are again classified into two groups, spiral torsion spring and helical torsional spring. Fourth type is lip spring, fifth one is conical and volute spring, and last is the disc or belleville spring. So we will see the each type separately in next slides. So first type is helical compression spring. So in figure you can see in these springs the external force tends to shorten the spring. So when the external force is acting on the spring, the length of the spring, this is the original length of the spring, so it will get compressed due to the external action of the spring. So the coils of springs are separate from each other, and such type of springs are generally used in ball pens, railway buffers and clutches and brakes of an automobile. Second type of spring is helical tension spring. So in this spring, the external force tends to lengthen the spring. That is, when the force is applied on the spring, the length of the spring is increased. So the coils of springs are held close to each other. Such type of springs are used in spring balances. So this is spring balance, drum brakes, electrical equipments, pliers, etc. Next, torsion springs. So torsion springs may be helical or spiral type. The spiral springs are made of flat strip wound in the form of spiral and loaded in the torsion. So this is the spiral spring. Such type of springs are generally used in toys or watches. Second is helical torsional springs. These springs are manufactured by wounding a wire like a compression spring and load is applied tangentially. So, this is nothing but the helical torsional spring. So, helical torsional springs are used in door hinges, automobile starters, clutch levers or mouse straps, etc. Next is leaf spring. So, a leaf spring consists of a number of flat plates, or also you can call it as leaves of varying lengths held together by means of clamps and bolts. So, this is nothing but helical leaf spring. So, here there are number of flat plates which are joined together with the help of this bolt. So, such type of links are generally used in automobile and railroad suspension systems. In this spring, the longest leaf, called it as master leaf, is bent at two ends to form a spring eye. So, this is the spring eye. Next is conical and volute springs. The conical spring is made of round wire wound in the shape of cone. So, here you can see this is the conical spring, and second is the volute spring which are wound in the form of paraboloid. So, this is parabolic, that is volute spring, and this is the conical spring. So, such type of springs are used to support a body which has a varying mass causing vibrations. So, applications of these springs are remote control to fix the battery of the remote, or pliers. Next is disc or belly spring. As the name suggests, these springs consist of number of conical discs. So, these are the number of conical discs. In figure you can see it. In order to improve its load carrying capacity, they are shacked up together. So, applications of these springs are where high spring rates and compact spring units are required, such type of springs are used. So, this is all about the different types of springs. If you have any query regarding this session, you can always contact me on this number. Thank you.